Hello, Lions. It's Friday, October 30th, and this is the last Lions Roar from the bubble. Next week, we'll be back in our studio, back on campus, and back to, well, sort of normal. So it's time to get the show started. Hello, Lions. Monday, November 2nd, we are back, and I know everyone, teachers, administration, and staff, are looking forward to seeing you live and in person. Not in a small box on a small screen with bad Wi-Fi, buffering, and audio that looks like a badly dubbed spaghetti western.
I'm very happy we're together again.
And that's something to celebrate. Speaking of celebrations, the awards keep coming with Principal Liana and the Principal's Perspective.
Good afternoon, Lions. This is Mrs. Liana. Welcome to the Principal's Perspective. Today's Principal's Perspective is going to be a celebration of our students from the first quarter who achieved success in their attendance, their productivity, and their grades. Starting with our students from La Sierra High School who had perfect attendance. We have 49 students at La Sierra who achieved this phenomenal goal, and they were all from our adult transition program. These students are Kelsey Augustin, Julia Aninan Ang, Emilio Aquino, Justin Aquino, Alexis Avalos, Alyssa Bridges, Jose Carrasco, Valerie Castanon, Arleth Castillo, Logan Clark, Isaiah Cuevas, Daniel Depp, Carmen Ilizararis, Michael Esparza, Atzari Estrada, Caddy Felton, Ivan Galvan, Ivan Gonzalez, Moises Gonzalez, Gavin Greneau, Yongtae Joan, Vassal Jewel, Colin Johnson, Bianca Laws, Jason Maldonado, Abraham Martinez, Alexandria McDermott, Mia McWatt, Anna Catalina Nungare, Sasha Orozco, Emmanuel Ortiz Chavez, Shivam Patel, Amanda Pecoraro, Brian Pineda, Destiny Ramirez, Maynor Rivera Lopez, Esmeralda Rodriguez Bayon, Joseph Rafael, Javier Sanchez, Erica Sanchez Flores, Ivan Serrano, Ryan Smith, Charles Tordeau, Madeline Vardugo, Michael Viramontes, Alexander Wang, Joel Wiggs, Dylan Wood, and Jai-Chen Zhu. Congratulations to those adult transition students with perfect attendance. You will all be receiving a certificate in the mail to celebrate that achievement. Now we have two students at La Vista High School who also had perfect attendance, and they are Jose Alvarez and Humberto Cuevas. And again, you will be receiving these certificates too. I really want to stress, when we come to orientations at La Vista and La Sierra, I always stress the importance of attendance. It is one of the main factors of turning things around and being successful. In order to be successful, you need to learn to show up and to show up on time, and these students have done that. So congratulations to all of them. Now at La Vista, the end of the quarter signifies the end of a grading period. Their grades are official at the end of first quarter and they go into their transcript. So we have two other categories that we want to cover today. The first is for our students who earned full credit in every class. So they were productive, they did not get anything reduced, they turned in all of their assignments, and this is amazing. Okay, so we want to celebrate Jose Alvarez, Jennifer Arzamendi, Kelvin Banegas, Cotiza Binti, Brandon Castillo, Alan Cruz, Lisbeth Diaz, Genesis Estrada, Kaizan Flores, Antonio Francisi Pedro, Zoe Garcia, Kiana Jaimez, Ernesto Marcelino, Haley Martinez, Sto Matya, Christopher Mendoza, Yaxeni Miraz Castro, Benzema Messel, Ali Sina Mohammadi, Nancy Monroy, Guillermo Navarro, Alexander Ochoa, Crystal Oliveira, Martha Ortiz Lopez, Jair Oseguera, Jeffrey Pineda, Kenya Quintanilla, Brianna Ramirez, Janelli Ramos Avina, Thali Rivera, Luna Robledo, Edwin Rodriguez, Alyssa Sandoval, Isabella Torres, Ashley Valle, Isabella Vegas, Noemi Velasquez, and Elijah Wallace. All of these students came to school regularly and got all of their assignments in, and they received these productivity awards. So congratulations. And our last category is our honor roll. These are our students who earned straight A's. And we're going to start with our first student, and this is a name that's familiar because this student also had perfect attendance and earned full credit in every class. 4.0 students are Jose Alvarez, Brandon Castillo, Lisbeth Diaz, Antonio Francisco Pedro, Ali Sina Mohammadi, Crystal Oliveira, Jeffrey Pineda, Kenya Quintanilla Serrano, Brianna Ramirez, Isabella Torres, and Elijah Wallace. Congratulations to all of you. We will be sending those awards to you through the mail. Please show them to your parents and to any younger brothers or sisters who may live in your house. They're looking up to you and you're setting a great example for them. Put it on the refrigerator, celebrate, maybe do something special as a family. You really deserve it. All right, Lions, until next week, stay safe, keep calm, wash your hands, and as always, keep making good choices, focusing on your goals, and earning all your credit. And I'll see you next week on my newest installment of the Principal's Perspective.
Here's a note for your school calendar. Thursday, November 12th, we're offering all La Vista and La Sierra students the chance to take the ASVAB, the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery. If you're thinking about a career in any branch of the military after graduation, then the ASVAB is a must, and it's free. If you're interested, email Mr. Diaz at jdiaz@fjuhsd.org to sign up. And now it's time for the hardest working man in show business, Ernesto Garcia, with the ATP Report.
Good morning, Lions. Today is October 3rd. My name is Ernesto Garcia, here for your ATP news wrap-up at my home. Today and this week, we had 2 guest speakers from different adult programs. These programs contain a job experience, and fun activities, and etc. For our graduating students who are graduating this year, may choose these programs. Now, today is National Checklist Day. For those students who are coming back to school on a hybrid, make sure you have everything done, including cleaning your backpack and getting ready, and have a mask or 2 masks in case you lost one or you need to use a clean one. Now, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's all for today, Lions. Stay safe, wear a mask, complete your assignments, and don't forget to wear a mask when you go back to hybrid. And thank you, and have a marvelous weekend.
This week is Red Ribbon Week, a week set aside to encourage students to stay drug-free. ASB has more.
Did you know more than 7 million people suffer from an illicit drug use disorder? 1 in 4 deaths can be attributed to alcohol, tobacco, illicit, or prescription drug abuse. Every 10 seconds, a person dies from alcohol-related causes, including cancer, heart disease, traffic crashes, and violence.
You may ask, why is a drug? Drugs are substances that change a person's mental or physical state. They can affect the way your brain works, how you feel and behave, your understanding, and your senses. These make them unpredictable and dangerous, especially for young people.
You may be thinking, what is drug addiction? Well, drug addiction is a mental disorder characterized by compulsive drug-seeking behavior despite glaring negative consequences. Drugs alter the brain's chemistry, and users eventually develop tolerance and seem to depend on them. After enough use of the substance, the person feels a need to use the substance to act and function normally.
Underlying causes of students' substance addiction are stress, bullying, loneliness, mental disorder, peer pressure, or family history of abuse.
The three main feelings that contribute drug abuse are emotional, meaning the feeling they need drugs to fill a void in their life. Physical, also meaning they need physical effect of a higher load to physically feel better. Logical, generally meaning they feel negative towards themselves or the world.
The status of addiction treatment, despite several resources being affordable and readily available, statistics show that over 300,000 residents have an untreated substance abuse disorder and only 58 of the patients complete intensive inpatient treatment. And the average addiction counselor has a caseload double the size of the national average. 35% of patients complete outpatient drug addiction treatment, and only 1 out of every 6 patients who are discharged return to treatment within a year.
If you want to stop drugs from ruining your life, find healthy ways to cope with stress. Seek therapy, counseling, maintain a lifestyle that makes you happy. Have things in your life that make you happy. Things that you deeply, deeply care about. And be aware of your family's history. If you have substance abuse in your family, you need to be careful, and you need to avoid high-risk situations. This is a message that I wish too many of my family members would have been able to hear, would have been able to accomplish. It's just not fair. It's not fair to them, your family, to your friends, but it's especially not fair to you. You deserve more than that. So don't even get started. Learn to say no to drugs and find new ways to cope with whatever it is that's trying to beat you down.
Tuesday, November 3rd is Election Day, the day we get out the vote. Some of you will be voting for the very first time. So we got a few old pros together with tips for you newbies.
Next Tuesday is Election Day, and we hope this segment encourages all of our Lions who are new to the election process and will be voting for the first time this year to make a plan and to get out there and vote. I have already voted. I get my ballot through the mail, and I spend a lot of time actually reading through all that material, the pros and the cons on each side, trying to determine what the facts are and which and how it aligns to my voting preference. And I filled that all out about a week and a half ago, and instead of mailing it in, I actually take it down to an official ballot box. Those are throughout our community. You can find these ballot boxes. There's one I know at the Fullerton Library. The one that I go to is down by the airport. In fact, it's right in front of the airport. It's the little square metal box, very secure, right in front of the airport. If you live over on the west side of Fullerton near Buena Park, that's a great place to go. And this year I filled out my information in the Count Your Ballot app, and I have already received through that app information that my ballot was received and that my vote will count. I have a sticker that says I voted, but I'm saving that for next Tuesday. So if you're in cohort B, you'll see me wearing that sticker next Tuesday. Again, we're trying to motivate our Lions to get out there and vote, our 18-year-old Lions. It's important. This is the way to participate in the democratic process and to have your voice be heard. Okay. Make a plan, get out there and vote.
Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Shawnee from the Independent Study Department at La Sierra High School. Just wanted to let you know that I voted from home with my mail-in ballot, and I dropped it off at a ballot drop box. And what you can do is you can do the same thing. Your ballot will come in the mail, fill it out, put it in the envelope, sign the envelope on the back, and then you have 3 options. You can either drop it off at a ballot drop box like I did, but go to ocvote.com, and then you can go to ballot return options right here, and then they'll give you the 3 options. You can either drop it off at the ballot drop box, and you can locate one closest to you. You can go to a vote center and drop it off in person, and you can again click the yellow button to locate one nearest you, or you could just put it in a USPS or a United States Post Office mailbox, or go to the post office close to you and mail your ballot, and there's no postage required. So again, enjoy voting, and thanks for voting.
Hi, I made my plan to vote by verifying that I was registered and that they had my correct address, by doing down ballot research to make an informed decision, and then dropping off my ballot at a ballot drop box in my neighborhood. When you're of age, make sure you make your voice heard by voting in every election.
Hi everybody. I have voted about 3 weeks ago. I'm an absentee ballot voter. I find it the best way for me to make sure I vote is if I can mail it in. In the past, I've struggled getting off work and forgetting. With the absentee ballot, I get it mailed to me, I fill it out and mail it right back. So everybody vote 2020. Thanks. See you later. Bye.
Hello, Lions. My plan for casting my ballot this year is that I am waiting for my daughter because it is her first time voting in a presidential election, and so we decided that we were going to cast our ballots together. So we are going to walk down to our local site here in Fullerton, and we're going to drop off our ballots together. This is a huge election, and we want to make sure that our vote gets counted, and that we're going to exercise our rights as an American citizen to have a say in what the future holds for all of us. So hopefully you all too will understand what an important responsibility this is, and you'll take time to fill this out and get it turned in as well. Remember, November 3rd, it's got to be there before November 3rd or on November 3rd. Have a good day, Lions.
Hi, everyone. I'm very thankful that I have the right and ability to vote, and I believe it gives me a voice in the decisions that are made which affect our state and country. I have a very simple voting plan. First, I read up on the people and propositions that are on the ballot. I do this by reading the official voter information guide that I get in the mail, and it looks like this. Then, I vote by mail. I fill in my choices, and I mail this back in. It's super easy, and I don't have to wait in long lines on voting day. That's it. Happy voting.
Democracy. We don't know who to trust, but we can't let this turn to rust. Just vote. It's outrageous. Just vote. So hellacious. What's it gonna take to get you to just vote? Just vote. Don't get crazy. Just vote. Don't go crazy. What's it gonna take to get you to just vote? We the people in the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, what's it gonna take to get you to just vote? We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, what's it gonna take to get you to just vote? Just vote. It's outrageous. Just vote. So malicious. What's it gonna take to get you to just vote? Just vote. Just vote. Don't go crazy. What's it gonna take to get
Finally, like we said, we are back on campus on Monday. So in case you missed it the first time, here's what the school's doing to ensure the safety of all Lions.
The first thing that I want to talk about is masks. Everybody must wear a mask once school starts and we're here in person. We wear masks now. I have one right here. I'm alone in my office, and there's only like 2 or 3 people on campus. So anytime I leave this office, I have to wear a mask, and I do wear a mask. We will expect all students to wear a mask all day long. The first thing I want to discuss on my presentation here is where students are going to come into campus. This is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. All buses, all drop-offs, and all student parking is going to happen on the south side of campus. And the south side of campus is the part of campus that's nearest to Starbucks. So unlike in the past, students will park there, buses will drop off there, and other parents and guardians will drop their students off in the south side. And everybody's going to walk in through this gate that's pictured right here. And that's because we have a lot of setup there for screening. So it's important that we all students come in one area. You can also see, if you look closely at that picture, that we have some social distancing signs painted onto the ground there, so that as you're waiting to come into campus, you're spread far apart. Next, I want to talk about our screening. There's 2 ways that we're going to screen students to make sure that nobody's sick when they come to school. And the first is going to happen for you at home. You're going to answer a series of questions regarding your health, and you'll hit enter, and that information will be sent to school, showing us that you checked to make sure you didn't have a temperature or any of the COVID-19 symptoms before you came to school. And then once you get to school, we are going to additionally take your temperature. And we have 2 of these thermal temperature readers. This is the small one that's located in the front of the school for staff and visitors. But the one that you guys will use is over on that south gate, and it's much, much larger, so that it will allow us to get you in quicker. And once you pass the thermal reader and it says that you don't have a temperature, your temperature has to be below 100 degrees, you will receive one of these wristbands. And we're doing this now. So when I came to work today, I had my temperature read. I was below 100 degrees, and I was given a wristband. Every day is a different color. And so we know that you've been properly screened when you're here on campus. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is our directional flow for movement on campus. We're all going to be moving in the same direction as we walk around, and there will be more training and information shared with you when it gets closer to when we actually will come back to school. But I wanted you to have an idea of what this looks like. We have painted arrows all around campus to support your understanding of what direction you're supposed to move. So here in this picture here, if you walk out of Miss Valencia's class, you know you need to move straight ahead. You can't go left. And the same when you're coming up these north stairs on this other picture, it shows you once you get to the classrooms, you need to make a right. And all of the movement is directed that way throughout your whole day, so that we're never crossing each other this way as we move through campus, to help reduce the spread of any infection. The next thing I wanted to share with you that we're doing right now, I already talked about social distancing a little bit, and this is just a close-up of when you're waiting in a line, like when you're coming in through the south gate. This is what those paintings look like on the ground, and they're all measured to be at least 6 feet apart. This is our cafeteria, so if you're waiting to get your food, you will be socially distanced there, and we'll have another cart on the other side of campus, which will also have the social distance placards on them. We're right now removing all the extra furniture out of all of the classrooms so that we have maximum space to spread apart in the classrooms. In addition, every classroom has one of these foot pedal sanitizing stations in there, and that allows you to use your foot to get the sanitizer on your hand and clean your hands that way without touching anything.
Hello everybody, this is Mr. Day, Assistant Principal at La Vista La Sierra High School. And we're going to talk about some social distancing and some sanitizing of tables and your hands. First thing you'll do is when you walk into class, I'm doing a screencastify, you'll see this. This is the wash your hands, clean your hands. It has sanitizer on it, and you'll clean your hands for at least 20 seconds. Okay, then you'll come in, and next thing you'll notice is the seating arrangements. Every classroom is set for 15 students. So there's 6 feet social distancing at all times in the classroom. And because of the way that it's set up, you'll be 6 feet apart from every student. Okay, so that's the way it's going to be. Then when you walk in, you'll grab a paper towel from over here, right in the front, and then you'll go to your desk. Quite possibly the desk will still be wet from some sanitizer that's been put on them. If they are wet, you'll dry it off with a towel and you'll throw the towel away. If it has been sanitized and it's dried, you don't have to wipe it because the towel because it's already dry. So we're doing some things here. Make sure you're safe when you get back here at school. All right, social distancing in the classroom, cleaning your hands with a hand sanitizer. You can't see it. There it is. And make sure the desks are clean. Thanks for taking the time to look at this video, and we'll talk to you later.
We are the Lions, oh, we like to move like that, like that. We are the Lions, oh, we like to move like that, like that. This is the time, this is the place where we roll.